And in movies this week, we are obviously going to be talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, and not a whole lot else, to be perfectly honest. Hello nerds! You have found the place for all of the nerdy movie updates worth talking about. More than just comic book movies, though that is a good chunk of what we cover here in the news. We get nerdy about all kinds of movies, as well as the art of making movies in general. If you like this kind of news reporting, then go check out the full show over on the main channel called The Week in Nerddom, where we talk about TV and comic books and gaming and rumors and etc., everything in between. You can find the link to that down in the description or at the end of this video. Now, let's hear about all that movie goodness, shall we? So no corrections to make, nothing to follow up on unless you count the Deadpool trailer. Let's just jump right into trailers, shall we, and talk about the Deadpool freaking trailer, because it just launched yesterday as I'm filming this, so 2 days ago. If you haven't watched it, I think you're the only one, so go watch it. Oh man, this has all of the hallmarks of being great. There are a couple of, even in this trailer, we got some really awesome little Easter eggs. We got the Liefeld Only Feet store behind them that's blowing up because Rob Liefeld, forever was made fun of because he had a really hard time drawing feet, to the point where he would actively try to avoid drawing feet. So the fact that it's Liefeld Only Feet store is pretty freaking hilarious. There's a couple other great ones in there. Not gonna call them out specifically because that's what the new Rockstars is for, or the other dozen breakdown channels when it comes to stuff like this, who do far better than I, because they have like a crew and people who can sit back and research for them instead of trying to do it themselves and working a day job all at the same time. So yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, July 26th. I have one big question, and that is, what the hell is up with the giant man head with the skull and the things and the stuff? But it was really cool to see. I'm gonna brain fart her name because I didn't put it in the notes, but Professor X's sister, again, can't remember the character's name. Honestly, can't remember the actress's name right now. Just looks like that is going to be an adequate villain. Hopefully, let's cross the fingers here, we don't get another Marvelization of a good villain in that they kill her at the end and then they can't reuse that villain in the MCU because silliness happens a lot when it comes to these movies. But the quote from the teaser trailer we got a few weeks ago, that Deadpool is Marvel Jesus, might be a little bit more accurate than I think Ryan Reynolds realized when he wrote that line. So yeah, and it looks like it's going to pull through. Can they follow up on it? I think that's the question I want to pass off to the community, is assuming this does as well as we all are thinking it's going to, can Marvel use this as a statement of goodwill and steer this ship in a better direction? It sounds like they are already not doing that, based on some of the stuff that we've heard about from behind the scenes, as far as the most recent investor call is concerned, because they kind of glossed over some of the things that haven't done so well. And then who was it? The Bob Iger got reinstated, and then they announced a whole bunch of checkbox garbage. So it doesn't look like they're doing that, but can they do that? Is it within the realm of possibility? Being realistic here, that's the question. So let's have that conversation down in the comments. And then, like I said, there is other stuff that came out this week in movies, but really not much. We have one other trailer. It's the Transformers 1 trailer. We talked about the announcement of the movie previously. It's September 20th. I didn't remember this, so I don't think I talked about it in the last episode where we talked about this movie's existence. It's a fully animated movie. It's not going to be any live action as far as like people in this movie. It's all going to be animated Transformers, which isn't a bad thing, but just not exactly what I expected. So interesting nonetheless. Go check out the trailer. It's a whole lot of fun. And then our other trailer this week that launched is the full proper trailer for watchers, which is, I didn't write down any of the information for that one. Go watch it because it's legitimately got a good creepy feeling. Generally speaking, I am not an M. Night Shyamalan fan. He has, as far as I'm concerned, 3 good movies. We got Sixth Sense, we got Unbreakable, and we got Split. The third movie between Unbreakable and Split is not good. But we do get those 3, right? So everything else he's done, I haven't really enjoyed very much. Just because I do with a whole nother video, I'm sure. This is only produced by Shyamalan himself. The director and writer, I believe, is his wife. So intrigued by that. And it feels similar, but also new at the same time, judging by the trailer. So maybe we're gonna get another good Shyamalan-related movie. Who knows? Go check out the trailer and we can talk about that as well. That is everything we've got for the movie section, save for movie suggestion for the week. We have Late Night with the Devil. I did not expect to like this movie as much as I did, but it was surprising. It's not a super fast-paced movie. There's honestly not a whole lot actually happens. It's really just a late night TV show that goes horribly awry. And that's all I'm really gonna say. The David Dastmalchian is the star. He also is producer on the project and does an incredible job of recreating what feels like a legitimate 70s late night talk show. And oh boy, just it's all atmosphere. Again, it's not what you would expect from modern horror. This has the makings of a potential cult classic, not gonna lie. So if you are a subscriber to Shudder or AMC Plus, then you can just watch it. There is or was a limited theatrical release. I don't know if it is still in theaters, but it is available to rent or purchase on Amazon as well as YouTube, I believe, though you're gonna have to double check the YouTube bit. Either way, Late Night with the Devil is absolutely worth your time. Go watch it. That is your suggestion for the week.
Why do I get the impression you forgot to push the subscribe button? I mean, it's free, so go ahead and do that, and yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks. We'll get back to the show now. Okay, bye.
That brings us to the end of the video, nerds. Thank you very much for joining me for the news. Once again, there is a full and probably much more up-to-date and recent episode of the news, the full-length version, if you will, called The Week in Nerddom over on the main channel, linked down in the description, and probably link popping up somewhere around my face right about now. So click on that, go check that out as well, or if you prefer your news in more truncated pieces, then by all means, just stick around here and go check out some of the other stuff we offer on this channel. Thank you very much for joining me. We will see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember, nerds, that if it is generally nerdy, it's probably here.